Tona Rose, and I'm here to do a way back playback. This is one of my favorite games, Conquests of the Longbow. It's a Sierra title from 1991, and I believe the lead designer is Christine Marks. You can get it on GOG. You used to be able to find it in a few other places if you were creative with Google, but it's a super fun game, especially if you like kind of puzzles and adventures. It used to come with a book, and there's a few supplemental things in there that you actually need in order to play the game properly. There's like a alphabet code on a hand and coat of arms, different gemstones, and some other things that you need in order to play. I have digital versions of those that came along with the GOG game. You are also able to find the same things online if you do a quick search. My little friend down here, this is Whimsy. He's my Alaskan Klukli. He'll be 3 this December, and he's my little shadow. So when he's around and when he's being adorable, I will put the camera on. And when he decides he's had enough of me and takes off for somewhere else, I will turn it off. Let's get started. Let's see what there is to see. So this is Robin Hood's man cave. Like most point and clicks, there's sort of a iconography that gets you through various things. This is your movement. This is to look at something. This is to grab or hold something, to talk to someone, to use your bow and arrow, and then this is your bag of holding. I'm going to grab the horn, and this is what Robin uses to call the merry men when he needs them. And then over here is our money chest. There's something about silver in a purse that makes a day seem brighter. Sure. Okay, so we've got 100 out of 7,325. This score becomes really important later on in the game. Just some numbers to keep an eye on. So if we look at our bag of holding, you can see the money that you have. There you go. Also the horn. There's some stuff that will happen in here where you'll, use your hand to add certain things to other things or look at things and open them or whatever. But this is the general space for all that good stuff. Let's go behind this really lovely curtain and see what's going on in the camp. Morning, we've all broken our fast, but mayhap Tuck will share some of his fish with you. From the gaunt and starving look of our good friar, I feel you'll be left begging. I'll remember that, guide, when it comes time to dole out the stew tonight. Mercy on me, Tuck, or you'll be too weak to play your favorite tunes. You know the old Norman saying, Alan, never make an enemy of the cook. I can see there's no point hanging about here and listening to these two prattle. I'll be in the glade practicing. What of you, Little John? I thought I'd head to the Overlook and see if anything of interest comes along Waddling Street. Tuck says our treasury could use a boosting. Is that true? Sorry to say it is, Robin. We're down to but a few hundred marks. Well, I'm off then. Join me there if you have a mind to. So, the Outlook, one of those, isn't actually on the map yet. So you have to find it, which is fine. It's not that big of a deal. But I'm going to go to Much to do some archery first. You can talk to the characters and do some other things, but get the story started. Do you hear the birds and the bugs, I guess, crickets? It's just so amusing to me how it sounds like R2-D2 trying to be a bird. So this is the newest member of our gang. We can find out what happened to him. But first, let's do some shooting. So you can see the flag is telling you about the wind. These are the garlands that we're trying to hit inside of. There we go. That's what I was looking for. You gotta do a masterful shot in front of the new kid. So let's talk to him and find out what has brought him to us. Tell me what brings you to the forest, young Simon. I shot a rabbit and took it to my family for supper. I was going to make a pouch from the skin, but a forester saw it drying and saw the mark of the arrow in it. He wanted a bribe to pretend he hadn't noticed, but I was angry and knocked it down. I was declared an outlaw the very same day, and my father bade me come to you and serve you. It was your father's idea. No, it was mine. I would have come at once, but I was afraid for my family. I wouldn't leave until my father ordered me to go. Well, are we? Aye, a couple of men are keeping an eye upon the lad's parents. Good. Then I make you welcome, Simon. If you can spear a rabbit with an arrow, you'll be a useful man indeed. I'll try, sir. Truly I will. A little known fact about me, I love accents, but I'm a wee bit nervous about doing one on camera, so none of the merry men or Robin will have a British accent, but every once in a while I might throw one in for some of the other characters. Just in keeping with the lore, you can give money to various people. It doesn't make a huge difference on your game. It will give you some score. I don't think it really matters how much you give, but it seems to make sense to me. You know, you're Robin Hood, you should be giving money to people who need it. And yeah, there we go. We got a 10 point update there. Cool, so this is good. We sort of showed off our skills a little bit. I'm gonna use the map now, just because I'm gonna be lazy and I don't wanna walk. So back to camp. Fire duck. Whoa, did you guys see that? There was like another person there for a second, right next to Tuck. It looked like Sheriff Nottingham or something. That was wild. I've never seen that before. Okay, sorry, super distracted. So we're gonna go to the overhang, I don't know, the place above the road, where we are gonna meet up with Little John. We have to walk there the first time, and then it becomes like a fast travel spot on your map. Basically from camp, you go west or left 4 times, and it should run you into the hill. I swear there's a way to make him move faster. I cannot remember what it is. I've tried all kinds of fun keystrokes and nothing's working, so bear with me while he walks. Oh, I guess I can tell this story. I read an article years ago with the lead designer, and I think her husband or her partner was actually the lead artist on this, and the game they did before had 16 colors, I think, and this one had like 64, which obviously is a wildly huge increase in colors, but you know, when you think about how many colors a game that we would play today would have, it's kind of humorous. But when you look at, you know, how the art is drawn and how it's all laid up, it's really impressive to me. I do think that it makes you think about, you know, developers now who are not dealing with, you know, this massive $1 million budget, and they don't have hundreds of people working for them. You know, what they're able to come up with isn't too far away from what, you know, a big studio was able to come up with 20 years ago. It makes me wonder what we're going to see in the next 20 years of gaming. Sorry for talking over that. Basically, John's just like, what's up? I'm going to go see the widow. Watching the road. We've seen some odd things today. So that's what we're going to do. We're just going to watch the road. In a couple moments here, we're going to see some action. And yeah, we'll take part in a new adventure. There we go. So, Sheriff's man, we don't like that. Stand fast. Arrant, move aside, I say in the name of the Sheriff of Nottingham. Nay, please, I've done nothing wrong. Don't let him take me, please. Release the woman. She's my prisoner. Step aside, I say. I'll try one more time. Let the woman go. What's it to you? She's only a peasant, whom I've sworn to protect from scoundrels such as you. I've arrested her and she's coming with me. For what crime? Didn't pay her taxes. You've collected them thrice in 1 week. I just collect, I don't keep track. But don't worry, wench, I'll take payment in other than coin. Lusting swine, let her go. I arrest you for hindering the sheriff's justice. Surrender yourself. This can go a lot of different ways. It always ends like this. Might as well get it over with early. Oh, and she prays for you. Oh, bless you, sir. To whom do I owe my salvation? You've surely heard of the name Robin Hood. Robin Hood? Then it's true what they say of you. I shall be forever grateful. Blow our horn to get our merry men to clean up our dirty work. What shall we do with this worthless Caron? I care not. Drag him away for the wolves and the ravens. Bless you and all your men. I must go now. Don't shoot her. You. Wait. Accept this gift. Oh, you are so kind. I will light candles in your name at Mass. Bless you yet again. 'Tis my pleasure. And then she heads back. There you go. So one more thing I want to do, and then it'll end out the day. Here's our new map with the Overwatch look. There's our camp. This is the Widow's Cottage. This is the Willow Grove. I think this is the big tree in the forest. I can't quite remember. This is Nottingham, and this I think is an abbey. We shall see. We shall see. My memory is failing me a bit here. So the Widow's Cottage. College. Ah, the good widow and her 3 fine sons, Hal, Hob, and Dickon. Mother, it's Robin Hood. Good day to you. 'Tis good to see you again. If that Tuck has sent you to bother about the wool. Nay, he said nothing about it. Good. I told him I would have it soon enough. We're going to town today, master, if there's anything you need. I think not today, lads, but be careful if the sheriff ever suspects you of helping the outlaws of Sherwood. Ah, he'll never catch us. We'll listen round and hear all kinds of things. Dickon, you heed the man. He's wiser than you. Aw, Mum. Don't worry, we'll keep the whelp under control. Fear not, Dickon. If I ever need a spy, I'll think of you. There's a bunch you can do here, but this is the funniest. I'm not afraid of no sheriff's men. If they grab me, I'll... Dickon! Aw, Mum. It goes on in that vein for quite a while. And that's it. We've just kind of made contact, and now we're gonna head back to camp. Each night after supper, as is our custom, we gather to speak of the day's events. Fill my mug again, Tuck. As you wish, but what ails you? I've never seen you so deep in your cups. Why, it's the ale that ails him, but ails well that ends well, and... Stop blithering, Alan. I, too, wonder what troubles you, Robin. A strange melancholy came upon me tonight unbidden. Oh, twinkling stars. Perhaps an enemy has cast a spell on you. Shrieve him, Tuck, quickly, in case he should die in his sleep. Fie, Will Scarlet, can't you find a way to cheer a man rather than frighten him? Robin's doing some drinkies. I know full well the nature of this melancholy, for we all feel it from time to time. 'Tis that we're outlaws, forced away from kith and kin, living as we can in the forest. Knowing death waits in an arrow's flight, or worse yet, a rope's bite. A short life, but a merry one. That's the way of it. Aye, but don't you dream of living as a free man? Able to walk in town without fear, to love a woman knowing you could stay beyond morn? Ah, there's the nub of the matter. You need a good woman, Robin. I know this lass with a huge tract of land. Alan, you said I could meet her. Then I drink to your good fortune, Munch. As for me, Drunkety drunk, drunk, drunk. I'm off to bed now. Bless you. Where is it? Good night, lads. I'll assist Master Hood to his bed and see you on the morrow. For shame, Robin, already deep in drunken slumber. Well, it's not my job to play nursemaid. I've delivered you to bed, and that's the end of it. Yes, well. Cast adrift, floating, a song upon the wind that rustles through the leaves, calling me onward into the heart of green. A woman as graceful as the willows which surround her, swaying to the music in the wind. This dance is very like YMCA to me. Which is fine, it is what it is. But it does remind me of another scene that happens later on in this grove. And it makes me remember being a kid playing this game and kind of being scandalized by some of the stuff. Lusty swine, and some things that happen later are quite, on the edge of something you would expect to see in a game made for kids. I think a lot of it had to do with, kind of how a lot of cartoons are made now, where they're written with sort of double entendres or various things that as an adult you read different things into than as a kid. I want to see if it's as scandalous as I remember. Ah, how my head aches. By the Blessed Lady, I swear I'll never seek to drown my melancholy in a cup again. Ugh, my poor back. I must speak to Little John about leaving me to lie on my quiver all night. But that dream, that woman. Oh, look, he's like a little squat dude now. And what is this? Clenched in my own hand. Pretty. The emerald. Now I can see its shape, half a heart. Maybe I still dream. Nay, not with this pounding in my head. I must be well and truly awake. Somehow I must find this Marion and learn the meaning of the emerald. Aye, and see if she is as beautiful as I dreamed. Good luck to you, my friend. The gang's all here. Ah, so you live after all. Morning is nearly done, and we've about given you up for dead. For all the tender care you showed me last night, I might well have been. It took a bit worse for wear, but you have an odd light in your eyes. I had a dream, Tuck. Not to wonder, inspired by such mighty draughts of grog as you consumed. Let him tell it, Ellen. Your ears never tire of your wagging tongue. There was a woman with raven hair and a dress that moved like a white flame. I've never seen such a beautiful maid. I have dreams like that all the time. Did I tell you the one I had about the 3 red-haired girls who... Hush, Ellen. This is no jest to me. She danced in a willow grove, and then she disappeared. The willows whispered the name, Marion. Where she had stood, I saw an emerald. I bent to pick it up, and I awoke. That's a pretty enough dream, but what of it, Robin? It's only a dream. Then explain you this. By my troth, a real emerald. What do you say now? I say you should have more dreams like this, and we'll all be rich. This dream has come to me for a purpose. I'll meet this maiden today. I'm sure of it. Robin, I'm glad you're finally up. I've gotten an urgent message from a friend in town. There's a man who's helped us many times with information, a cobbler by the name of Lob. He sent word that we must speak to you and wishes you to speak to him in Nottingham. Let him come to the forest if the matter is so urgent. I know of this Lob. He's a good man. If he asks you to come to him, there must be a reason. But that's not all. First, he said it concerns the fate of King Richard. What does he mean? If he has news of our king? I only know what my friend told me. And secondly, that Lob demands you bring a lady's slipper to prove your identity. A lady's slipper? What an odd request. Why, that's nothing to it, Robin. Have a few more grogs and dream one up. Little John, would you take yonder pup and dunk him in the stream for me? Surely, master. Nay, nay, I detest. I give my word. What do you advise, Will? That you go to this Lob as he asks. But even if Robin had a slipper, he cannot walk into Nottingham without being hung upon the spot. Nevertheless, I must find the way. Let me think upon it. As you will, master. We will have tasks of our own, but we think upon it as well. Okay, so we have to find a lady slipper, and then we have to tackle up. What we really need to do is find Marion. So let's head out into the forest and see what we can see. I think this is just a wandering around thing. I don't know that it's any particular, right, left, up, whatever. But let's see. Let's see what we find. I could be entirely wrong here. There could be a very specific route to follow. No, I'm back at the... Definitely not where I wanted to go. There we go. Help me, help! 'Tis her, the woman I dreamt of. That's... There we go. Thank you, bold outlaw. Another boon I would ask of you. You have but to name it. I must find your leader, the one called Robin Hood. You need seek no further. I am Robin Hood. Then you are all I had hoped you would be. And what is it that you had hoped? I came to see and judge you, for I must decide if you are a man we can trust. This slipper is your first reward, and there may be other rewards, if you are wise enough to earn them. Now I must go. Wait, stay and speak with me a while. I dare not. My enemies must have seen me enter the forest. I must go. Thank you again for my life. And off she goes. I have many sweet reward in mind. Rewind? Let's pick this up. And see if we can take his clothes. Fair enough. Stuff. Okay. Let's call our dudes. My dudes. There you go. I don't know why you can't just like borrow Tuck's robes. Logic. Master, what's happened here? I see a monk adorned with your fletching. Aye, he was trying to kill the very woman I saw in my dream. But the lady, she wasn't hurt. Nay, she rode away after tossing me her slipper. A slipper, such as law requires you to bring. Surely this is more than mere chance. If so, the sooner I devise a way to enter Nottingham and see Lob, the sooner I'll learn more of her. As for the monk's body, we'll see to it, Robin. We'll give him a proper Christian burial for all that he was probably a sinner and unshriven. It's very good. I don't know, peace? The rest of the day seemed empty, indeed without Marion in it. I was glad for nightfall, and my men listened with interest to all I had to say of the lady. It is my way to share knowledge freely with my men, that they may advise me better when action must be taken. I don't know if you guys can hear this. There's like a high pitched like noise that used to actually be when you would put like a 3.5 floppy in, you would hear that like spinning noise. And I can't figure out if it's in the game um, because of like recording it off of the actual floppies, or if I'm just losing my mind. Could be either, could be both. Too much grog is like sleeping with one's hand beneath a smith's anvil. No more wish for dreams then, master. What have I need of dreams when I've seen the dream herself in the flesh? I must learn more about her. Women can wait, there's Lob's business to deal with. Yet somehow the two are linked. You dare not show your face within the walls dressed as an outlaw. Still, I must find a way. We shall see what the morrow brings. So there's day 2 done. I'm gonna call it there. I think we got some good stuff in, and yeah, we'll pick it up again right here. Thanks for hanging out. I appreciate it. I hope you have enjoyed Conquest and Longbow so far. Tell me your favorite Robin Hood. Tell me what you think about this one and how it fits into your, your thoughts about the overall lore and history of the character. I really appreciate you coming out and hanging with me today. I hope to see you again soon. If you're into it, like and subscribe. That's all for today.